Okay, it is day 56. 58. 58 of a book I'm not supposed to be able to finish. So, here we go. Me and you, day 58. You have, it's called. Cancer taught me, I hope it's teaching you what was really important in my life. Before cancer, I was chasing happiness and I took much of my life for granted. Then cancer gave me a hard reset, and during my healing season, I found so much joy in the things I had never fully appreciated: fruits and vegetables, nature, fresh air, sunshine, mobility, freedom, family, and a relationship with my Heavenly Father. Choose to be happy, give thanks, celebrate, and enjoy what you have right now. You have everything you need and for life and goodliness. 2 Peter 1:3. You have more than enough. Yes, this is very true. This is the one thing, the one gift cancer will give you is that everything else I thought about before cancer has completely disappeared. Not that I still don't have certain issues with them or whatever, or completely disappeared. It's amazing. It's crazy. It's cool. It's scary. It's weird that things that were so important before now are not even on my radar. Very strange. It's amazing how that happened. And life is still going on. So it's like, wow, I could have maybe forgotten about those things and life was still just merrily, merrily, merrily. I don't know. It's very weird. And they were all big things. And they just don't, they're not even on my radar. So, I guess you can do it too. I think we have maybe sometimes more time to figure things out in our life, where we want to go, what we want to do, who we want to be, than we think we do. I think maybe we think we have we have to do it right now, right away, or else. And I'm finding that to not be true. There's so much that I can unload in this issue that I can't. That if you want to talk to me, one on one. My goal every day now is to take care of my health, do my juicing, do my enemas, and pray that I don't have pain. Some days I have pain, and I'm just praying that I don't have pain. I'm praying that, I'm having a good day with my husband, and then try to talk to somebody about the gospel. And that's it. And that's pretty much all I do every day. Try and get some orders out. I still have one order I just have not gotten out because I just can't. I don't have it in me. I'm trying. And so that's it. It's not a life, really. I mean, on one half, I'm not living. I'm just existing and trying to live. And the other part is my spiritual part where, I'm living deep. But for having a life, when you have cancer, you don't have a life anymore. I'm just existing, that's it. And if you know me, I hate that. I love to be out, adventure. I don't care what it is, some kind of adventure. And I'm not doing anything right now because I just can't. I can't travel out of the country because I'm afraid that my stents will fall out. And then, I'll like in Mother's Day, I mean, it's almost like you got 24 hours to get into the hospital to, get that blood bacteria under control, or that's it. You can't be septic for too long and live. And so I don't feel comfortable going out of the country, um, doing that, with that condition. I didn't think about that. I thought they would be more stable. What do I know? So, that dream is not going to happen of going to Italy, unless I get better, unless the stents are removed. Then I will do my best to go. But as long as I have these stents, I'm not going out of the country. So I can travel around the country, which I might do some of that after July 7th, which is when I have my next stent replacement, and find out if the tumor is bigger or smaller again. I don't even want to think of it being bigger. So that's that. Go live adventures. I'm telling you. And I always said this. I said, people would say, oh, you're going here again, you're going out again. They were so freaking jealous. Miserables. And you know what? Yeah, motherfucker, I'm going out again. I'm going on vacation again. How about that? You know why? Because now I can't. And I don't know why people's heads that bug up their ass that I'm sorry, I didn't have kids. I chose not to have kids. I chose not to have a house. I chose to go on vacation. Sorry, you made a bad decision that you now regret. Sorry, I don't regret not having kids because I never met a man. I don't regret never having a house until now because I got to vacation. I don't regret all those things in my life. I have no regrets. I have regrets. I have a few, but then again, too few to mention. But not being able to have kids and not having a house are not two of my regrets. Those are the two best decisions that I ever made that allowed me to have a house. Allowed me to travel and see the world and meet people and do the coolest, most awesome things that I'm so glad I did. And that travel, and my parents taught me this. And if you're young or if you have money to travel, I don't care how you do it. I don't care if you travel with just a backpack. It doesn't matter how you travel. You do not have to travel rich. Let me tell you, because I'm going to tell you why. You know why? Because you're going to travel and you're going to go, let's say you go to Thailand. You climbed all those beautiful, beautiful, beautiful temples that they have there. And you're going to learn all the history. And you're going to get massages for $5 an hour. That will be the best massages you'll ever get in your life. And you're going to eat food on the street. I ate friggin' sushi on the street in Thailand. I would never do that in New York. Are you kidding me? I would never eat that in New York on the street. Thailand's, bam, they are on point. Okay, you're gonna go there. You're gonna save to go there. You're gonna come back. You're gonna be at a party one day. Random people, you never know who you're gonna meet. Doesn't matter. You can be on the subway. Doesn't matter. Somehow Thailand's gonna come up because it will, because it always does, because it's awesome. And they're gonna be like, "Oh wow, you went to Thailand? Yeah, I went to Thailand." And they're like, wow, I went to Thailand. Yeah, we did this. Oh, wasn't that awesome? It was so beautiful. This and that. You go to Monkey Island, all these things. You're going to elevate yourself so much in their eyes. And not that you need to elevate yourself, but you're going to look at someone, oh, they've traveled. They're cultured. They're doing things. They're living life. And then you're going to go somewhere else. Cheap. Nicaragua. I went there. Maybe on a mission trip like I did. And I had a great time. And I was like, oh my gosh, we were having lunch and the lady chopped the chicken right there. And then we ate it. And it was amazing. It was the best chicken I ever had. I didn't even know chicken could taste that good. And it was so amazing. And then we went swimming in the side of a volcano at this resort. It was awesome. Not expensive. Not expensive. And you're having the same experiences as these very wealthy people potentially, and now you've leveled up. You're more interesting, you're more fascinating, you're more educated, you're more cultured, you have things to say, you have actual real life experiences. And this put me in places that I never would have been able to have gone had I not traveled. I've had conversations with people that I've never would have been able to have with them had I not traveled. And they were great conversations, and I had great experience. First of all, the experiences alone of traveling are just freaking awesome. But I'm just another complete person. Here's a negative. My husband went to war, to Iraq, to kill people and blow things up. He came back. He had nothing to talk about with people. Right? I just thought of that. Like, so that there's a traveling experience you don't want to have. He could tell you stories. Oh, he's got stories. And people are going to look at him differently after those stories. But it's like, wah, wah, like in the sense that it also puts him at a level, and a level of respect. And then he's had conversations with people that he never might have had conversations with before, and people are interested in him in a way they never might have been before. Same thing with me. They've been interested in me in a way they might not have been before, or maybe like I don't always like talking to people in those one-on-one situations. Sometimes I'm more of like I like to go in front of a million people, but not really one, and or one, not five, and and life experiences will give you the ability to become more unique and more interesting. And when you are more interesting, you are able to get out of other people what is interesting about them. And that's the key. And that's that how to win friends and influence people. Because then I could say, oh, well, where do you want to go? What do you think would be interesting? What if that person hasn't done anything? So think about those things. Have an adventure. Forego the nicer car and go travel. Forego maybe a house this year and go travel. Forego doing this and go travel. Save all your pennies. I lived way under my means. People think that I did so many things, and I did so many things, and people thought maybe I made a lot more money than I did, or people thought, is what they really thought, I wasted money. They didn't know. I would eat spaghetti and just broccoli, or I would, make all of my own food. I would cook and I would make cheap food. And yeah, I'd go out sometimes, but the majority of the time I had the Herbalife, and so I just had protein shakes and just things that I did. I didn't go out much. My clothes I wore for years. Years. I didn't have name brand stuff. I had a couple. Some of them are gifts. They don't know that. I never ever, for my 50th, 40th birthday, 50th, I don't know, my family took me to the Gucci store to buy me a Gucci. And I said, you know what? I don't want a Gucci. And I don't want you guys to waste your money on this. Like, it's not worth it to me anymore. And I, I was very frugal-ish because I wasn't cheap, but I was frugal-ish with my money, where I spent it, and my overhead. I made sure my overhead was really small. That's why I had an apartment, because it allowed me to stash away another $2,000 a month or something. You can do a lot with $2,000 when you travel. So I bought my cars. There's a book called The Millionaire Next Door. One of my very wealthy clients, back when I worked at the Ridgewood Day Spa, told me to get that book, and I followed their advice. And so it's like reshoeing your souls. Don't buy new shoes. Buy your car. Don't lease your car. Don't, it was all about doing things above your means. But little tips and tricks, shop at the cheaper store, not the more expensive store for brand name stuff. So a lot of the brand name things don't mean anything. Like, get a Maytag washer, but get a knockoff Louis Vuitton, because a knockoff Louis is pretty much what a Louis is. Okay. My Gucci was the $50 Gucci on Canal Street. My mom's neighbor owned a couple of those knockoff stores. So you go into the back room where the Gucci is. Anyway, that's my advice. Take it or leave it, but travel and adventure before anything else, because there's a day you might not be able to do it. And I pray to Jesus I'm able to go to Italy again. Please pray that I can go to Italy again. Everybody, please pray that I can go to Italy again. Please, 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 please. That's really what I want so badly. It ain't looking good, but I really want to go to Italy again. And I want you to all come with me. And we're going to do the Love on the Amalfi Coast tour. I'm going to show everybody my joy. All right. So I love you all. This was a 16-minute video. That's how much I love travel. I didn't wake up yet, so forgive me. Love you all.